So we're just back inside the ring road now. Kelham Island over the other side. That's Trinity Street there. So I'm going to trawl around some of the streets here. See what we can find. Snow Lane. I remember there was some event that was held in that building. It was kind of a jazz festival or something. Oh, 12, 13 years ago. It was actually open as a venue. I remember going to a jazz festival there. What the building's called, not sure. Whatever it is, it's closed for business. Snow Lane, whatever it was called. Maybe this was very important once. Yeah, looks like these were probably very busy industrial units in the distant past. Smithfield, that one. Just walked uphill. I don't really want to walk downhill again. Anyway, that's Smithfield. I'm obviously missing some roads out, so once I've marked things off on the map, I'll come back before the end of this project and fill in the gaps. Oh, that was a steep hill. It's Snow Lane. Now, what road is that? I'm going to go this way. Oh, it's Scotland Street. So yeah, I've come out middle of Scotland Street. Furnace Hill. That's an industrial name, isn't it? Furnace Hill. It's on a hill though. Don't want to be going up and down hills repeatedly. So I'll obviously have to come back. Scotland Street leads down to kind of not far from West Bar. Oh look, the Crown Inn. That's a pub that's been closed for a very long time. Or the Crow Inn, rather. Or am I confusing it with something else? There's some other old closed pubs in this area. The Crow Inn. So that's not an original name. I think it used to be something else before then. Lambert Street. A gentle hill, so we do it. I'm getting ready for a cup of coffee, actually. I really must get some proper walking shoes. I'm wearing these things that aren't exactly very comfortable and they're dropping to bits. I said that a year ago, never did. So another part of the town that kind of looks semi-forgotten. John Watts established 1765. But what did he establish? Is there any clues? Stampers, piercers and metal workers, manufacturers, cutlery and other specialities. Oh well, there we go. That's what he did. Safety razors, scissors and skates. Oh. Another survivor, that building. I like it when you get, if you look in the background there, you've got a block of modern, a modern block. Then next to it something that's somewhat older, and then in front of it some curved houses that are much, much older than that. I like the variety of things in Sheffield. Oh, we're next to the old fire museum. This is the end of Lambert Street, going into Steelhouse Lane. Let's walk up here. Yeah, another museum, but I'm not going to do another one today. National Emergency Services Museum is there. Now here's something that everybody's complaining about. It's a Dutch roundabout which was built last year. Nobody seems to like it. It's supposed to help out cyclists, but all it does is just create traffic jams. It's another bright idea from Sheffield City Council. West Bar Green. That's a block called Weston Tower. That's been derelict for ages. See the broken windows? No idea what's going to happen to that. I think that was part of Midland Bank at one time. Well, the layout down here has changed completely since I was last here. This used to be a much wider road. They put in cycle lanes and planting beds and just restricted traffic, which is a terrible idea, really. Why would you want to strangle traffic? It needs to be free-flowing. An integrated network. Not this. It's another part of Scotland Street up there. City Point. And that's Solly Street. We'll check that out next time. I want to head into the centre and get something to eat. Wow. So different. All these buildings are relatively new since I was last here. I can remember down here there's lots of big wasteland car parks where these buildings were. Don't know what's happened. Footpath closed. Well, how am I supposed to get across then? Okay, we'll go back down, cross over down here. Sheffield Council have just made a complete mess of everything. It has to be said. It's just, as far as the road layout is concerned, a complete mess. They turned one of the carriageways into a weed-infested swamp. Well done, Sheffield. Ah, a crossing. We can cross. They really have made it difficult here to get anywhere on foot. Now we're coming to familiar territory. My father used to work at Midland Bank, which was then known as Griffin House, and I think it was this building here. Then it became HSBC. Yeah, it was that building. That was a big Midland Bank headquarters. Wow, it looks completely different now. And just there, that's Courtwood House. Actually, that's where my father used to work. My mother used to work in Griffin House, up there. Father used to work there, Courtwood House, that was Midland Bank. Trustees department were based there, I think. It's now a Flexico workspace. Visited there a few times to see my dad at work on Silver Street Head. The 3 Tons pub. Lee Croft, this road is. I really must get some coffee. Three Tons pub, a triangular building with a curved end, and still a survivor. Although I'm amazed it survived. Sims Street. There's lots of hills this part of town, so I'm reluctant to keep going up and down the hills. We're coming out on I'm not sure, is this Campo Lane or is it Bank Street up here? We're not far from the Dove and Rainbow. Oh, this is Campo Lane. Lots of building work. Come in, we are open. French cafe. Don't fancy French food right now. Or Japanese. There's the Wig and Pen over there. That's changed its name a few times. Became a pizza place for a while. Now it's back as the Wig and Pen. It seems to be open. Very fashionable place back in the late 70s and the 80s. Very trendy. Looks a bit kind of sorry for itself these days. So we're on Campo Lane, just behind the cathedral. So what I'm going to do is we'll do a walk around the cathedral while we're here. That's Paradise Street and Paradise Square down there. I'm not going to do that today. That's next up. Let's have a look at the cathedral. I've absolutely no idea if we can get in. No idea. It's a long time since I've been inside. You know, as a place of God, it's supposed to be open at any reasonable hour, is it not? But things don't work like that these days, really. Lovely old original entrance. Not quite so welcoming there. Parts of this cathedral are some of the oldest buildings in Sheffield, apparently. Presumably that bit there looks older than everything else. Nice original door. Is there a door? I should have pressed the doorbell. Can I come in, please? And down the side here, we've got lots of original buildings. See what we can see around here. It looks like it might be open. Should we have a look? It'd be very rude not to. Now, are these automatic doors? Oh, I hate automatic doors. Had some disasters with them before. When you think they're going to open and they don't, and you walk into them and you just look an idiot. So, Sheffield Cathedral. We went into a church the other day, didn't we? Not as grand. Great windows. You know, when you walk around the city, it's suddenly you find yourself in a very old historic place of worship. 2 minutes later, an abandoned derelict industrial building. It's full of surprises. Full of surprises. It's a very grand place. Makes you think.
A reading from the first book of the Kings. And the Queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon, fame due to the name of the Lord. She came to test him with hard questions. She came to Jerusalem with a very great retinue, with camel-bearing spices, and very much gold and precious stones.
Very spacious in here. I wonder if I can get upstairs and go to the spire.
When the Queen of Sheba observed all the wisdom of Solomon, the house that he had built, the food of his table, the seating of his officials, and the attendance of his
I suspect not.
their clothing, his valets, and his burnt offerings that he offered at the house of the Lord, there was no more spirit in them. So she said to the king, "The report was true that I heard by your mouth, your accomplishments and your wisdom, but I did not believe the reports until I came and my own eyes had seen it. Not even half of these told me. Your wisdom and prosperity far surpasses all that I have heard. Happy are your wives. Happy are these your servants who continually attend to your wisdom. Blessed be the Lord your God who has anointed you, set you in the throne of Israel."